years?
Huh?
100?
No, I'll be 101
So,
in September.
so you gonna live to 110? That's a long time, isn't it?
I don't think that far ahead. I might
out.
sit and think and wonder what your kids are doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, listen now, I think anybody hits 100, it's enough. I really do. They don't have relatives like I do. I've got a lot of them. And most people just sit there, you know. I've seen an awful lot of old people, nothing to do whatsoever, but just I get up and go. Maybe that, maybe that keeps me going.
Yep. Grandma, where was that picture taken of you and Grandpa?
Right outside of Limerick.
In Limerick?
What do we call that house?
In Limerick?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Down the lake, it was.
Chameau?
Huh?
Was it in Chameau? Not in Chameau.
No, Limerick.
It was in Limerick.
We had acres in the back, in the woods and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We should have stayed there. That's where we should have stayed.
Yep. How old were you in that picture?
How old?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'd say 34, 35, 36.
How old was Grandpa?
He was only, I think he was 3 years older than I was. Don't take that right because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I figured it out many times, but I forget. Yeah, he was 21 when I was 17. Going on 18.
Dinner's out here, Grandma.
Huh?
Comes your dinner.
There's my dinner, there's my dinner, there's my dinner.
I guess that's an
And
old
my friend, when she has my dinner, when she doesn't have it, she is there. She knows she's my
Look
friend.
at all those soups and potatoes.
When I see it come, I say, holy milk, look at the size of that dinner. But I eat it all, don't I?
Yes, you do. You do a good job.
Is that
You don't
blueberry?
have to do that,
Blueberry
but I
pie.
It is, yeah.
They're going in a minute, so they can't have any of my soup.
She's coming with your hot chocolate.
I wanted to have them get us supper, and they said no. So you can eat that pie if you want.
No, you're eating it.
Thanks, hon.
You're welcome.
There's your crackers, Grandma.
Why do I want crackers?
You got soup here. You got two kinds of soup.
And this is always nice and warm.
Yep, this is vegetable soup,
You get-
and I don't know what that is.
You're lucky if it
It's
even
like
gets
cooked shop
warm.
pork.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Honest, I hate to eat this in front of you.
No, Grandma, don't you worry about us. We had lunch out today.
Let's go to dinner, honey. Come on. It's waiting on you.
Always thought that cigarette smoking just messed up your lungs. Never thought that at only 45 would give me a heart attack. I never thought
What's that? Now that's potato.
That's potatoes and gravy.
never thought it would give me a scar like this.
Funny.
And I never
What's
thought
that?
Your hot chocolate.
Look at there.
do your heart a favor.
That's your hot chocolate, Grandma.
Is that for me to drink?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Boy, they take good care of you.
I'll always.
That's soup, Grandma. You gotta use your spoon with that. That's soup.
I know it, but I just want to taste it.
Oh,
I do like to eat the soup first, but then this gets cold.
yeah. Which do you want
I
first?
don't like to put anything on there
Yeah.
because you don't know if they wiped it or not. I truly, honestly hate to eat this in front of you.
You're good. So that's your vegetable soup. You want crackers in your soup?
No.
Yep.
Boy, I'm telling you though, they serve a good. No, there's my supper.
Yep.
My lunch was just no dessert. I had a little pudding with a whipped cream on top.
Mm-hmm.
for my dessert.
Yep.
They make nice meals.
Yep.
Only one motorsports company can say all
Good?
this.
I'll give you the soup.
No, we're good.
First name in motorsports. Be the first to say big at the Yamaha Get Out Ride sales.
Delicious.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Special financing and rebates available.
Next.com.
That's the way I like stuff, real hot.
Real
When
hot.
you get some stuff that's cold.
Yep.
I wish you, would you like to eat the pie, honey? Because
No.
honest, I just do not have it.
No, you can eat it when you're all done. You'll have room for it.
I'll probably have it 6 months from now. Well, I'm telling you, it's been a pleasure today because I really didn't, really and truly didn't expect anybody because, you know, you've all been here.
Yep.
But I said a prayer this morning. I said, please send somebody down. I said, if you can't, send you D, because D comes at
Right.
time sometimes.
Right.
That's delicious.
Thank you, John. Why don't you open the curtain too?
The only thing is, they don't send me a big spoon.
You need a soup spoon.
And I like a soup spoon.
Yep.
They would if I told them.
Yep. Look at there.
That, yeah, that kid shuts up when the sun is shining so beautiful in here.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get up and shut those curtains.
Yep.
I get so mad.
Yeah. Well,
But-
he's gone to dinner, so you can...
Yeah, but listen, his mother works in
Yeah.
the kitchen meal times. She'll come in here and open it and she'll say, I told you to leave those alone.
Yep.
Because she knows I was reading.
Mm-hmm.
They're just being mean.
Yeah.
They're on TV.
It's hard to live with people
They're on
around that
TV.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I know that. I'd be doing the same
You
thing
got a
if I
very
lived here.
patient husband. My husband wouldn't be that patient. We'd have been gone an hour ago.
He's very patient,
He
Grandma.
wouldn't say anything. He'd just look at me across the room, you know, and I knew that we had to go.
John loves coming to visit you.
Restless. Dad was restless. all
Yeah,
the
he
time.
was. I remember that. John usually is.
That's very good.
John enjoys coming to visit you, Grandma.
Do you, Johnny?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Well, I think they all like to come, and
They do.
I love having them. I would like to put a spread on though, because I don't do it. But now I haven't got even a spoon. I've got one now.
Yeah, Dee brought you some.
Huh?
Dee brought you some
Who
spoons. Dee. Yesterday.
Spoons?
Yes, Dee brought you some. Plastic spoons.
Day before.
She don't know.
I don't know where they are. 'Cause
They're in your little basket. Dee brought you some. Or, no, they're in this basket with your fruit.
probably.
Yeah, they're right in there. I see them.
Now that gets cluttered like that, and even there's a lady over there. You wouldn't know her anyway, but she'll come over and straighten that all up, and it will not stay.
Yeah.
No, it won't stay straightened. Well, I can't waste all my time on.
What is this here? That looks like a broccoli soup, maybe? Broccoli cheese? You have to use your spoon.
I don't know what
It does. It just says super soup. What is it? Is it broccoli cheese?
I don't know. Could be.
It
But
just,
it's pretty thin for broccoli.
yeah, because that's vegetable. It just says supper soup.
Mm.
That good? You want your spoon?
No, I'm not going to eat any more. No, I want to talk to you.
Okay. You can't talk and eat at the same time?
No, probably could, but
You're
No.
silly.
You have a good trip home now. Drive careful, don't you?
We will. We will.
Well, sweetheart, it was sweet for you to come.
Well, we got 2 more days we're coming.
Oh,
You want us to go today?
yeah. Huh?
We got 2 more days to
I
visit.
forgot about that. I was thinking you were going tomorrow.
If you want us to leave today, we will.
No, I don't want you to leave today.
No, we're not leaving until, remember?
You see
we
my day isn't as dull as it was today, sitting down there
Right.
by myself. Because there's usually a lot of people and coming and going, and I go all the way down, and I can go any place I want here.
Mm-hmm.
And I can walk over these if I wanted to. But
Yep.
she's busy.
She's busy, yep.
She's busy, and
Yep.
I'm not going to do it.
Scoop those. There you go. Can you reach it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, remember, we're not leaving until we have our lunch date Friday. Where are we going Friday?
Where are they going?
Where are we going on Friday? Look at your calendar. Where are we going on Friday the 11th?
Listen, I'll look at here and don't even know what day today is.
Today is the 9th.
9th?
So where are we going
I
on?
usually put that
Yep.
back there.
Yep. You can do that after. Where are we going on Friday? What does it say?
Well, let me get this here.
Can you reach it?
Yeah. I think I can. No. Now, today is what?
Today's the 9th. Right there. There you go.
There, see, that's when I know what day it is today.
Yeah. So can you see where we're going on Friday the 11th? What's it say on the 11th?
Go to the Ponderosa?
Yep.
Oh, the whole bunch is going. I knew that.
You too.
Well, of course.
That's right.
Well, we're going with you. Can we go with you?
Well, of course.
Okay. We got a date Friday. And after the Ponderosa, that's...
Yeah, but who's paying?
We are.
Oh, no.
Well, we're paying for yours and ours.
Oh, I was going to say that'd be
No, we're not paying for everybody's.
No. No, and you shouldn't pay for me.
Yes, we are paying for you.
No, one of the others can once in a while. I've paid them before when they didn't have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then after we go to the Ponderosa, then that's when we have to go home.
What time?
Well, about lunchtime.
Noontime is a little bit. No, it's better to before or
Well, we'll
after
go a
that-
little bit
that big
before.
rush,
We'll
yeah.
go a little bit
Let
before.
me know.
We will.
And how you're going to dress up and everything? Or just any?
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
probably not real dressy.
Well, men don't dress up anyway.
No. No, he don't dress up.
Dad used to think he did, but he got so he could go.
Yeah.
But
You guys didn't go out to restaurants very much,
well,
though.
see, he had a job that he had to be dressed 6 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
and he didn't like that.
Right.
Dad looked like a person that would like that kind of jobs and stuff, and he hated it.
He hated it.
That's why he quit.
Yep.
And where'd we go? I forgot where we even went.
Back to Redwood, didn't you?
Well, I felt bad for him quitting because that was a nice job. And
Yeah.
there was better money in it and everything.
But he wasn't happy.
No, it was getting to him, and I didn't know that.
Yep.
See, it was getting to his mind because, see, he knew his job so well, and they knew it at the plant where he worked. They'd ask him if he would do this or that, and he'd say, "No, I can't do that anymore. I've done that all my life." They'd give it to him anyway, only not let him know he's got a name to it.
Yep.
It's just, "Hey, will you do this for me? Will you do it?" And he found out he was doing the same thing.
Yep.
He even changed jobs, trying to get away from that boss business. He hated it.
He hated-
He wasn't a time.
Yeah, he
trying
wasn't
to
a
be
boss. Yeah, he wasn't a boss.
No.
No. You better eat your soup before it gets
So,
cold. You got mashed potatoes to eat, too.
My goodness, they got more stuff for me to eat.
I'm telling you, look at that.
I wouldn't want you to feed me every day.
You got, I don't know what that is. That looks like maybe a broccoli cheese.
I don't know.
And then mashed potatoes and gravy and vegetable
If I
soup.
ate like that in 2 weeks, I'd be. But I don't get fat in the right places.
It has a habit of going to our behind, doesn't it? It goes to the
where I don't
bottom.
want it to
It
go.
goes where you don't want it to go.
And my legs even.
Yep. Yep. It has a habit of doing that.
Very good. Very, very, very good.
Yep.
Now look at all I've got
I
to
know.
eat yet.
Well, don't let your mashed potatoes get cold.
How am I going to wear my clothes after that big piece of pie and everything?
Quit trying to make me feel guilty enough to eat it.
Right.
You're going to eat it.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat it, sure. You taking pictures all the time?
I'm making a movie.
Right now?
Yep.
If I stuck my tongue out at it, you see it?
Try it and see.
That's as big as my tongue is.
You're a smarty pants. You know that?
Well, I don't know about the pants. I know I'm smart.
Yeah, Kathy's going to want to know if they're feeding you good, so I have to prove to her that they're feeding you real good.
Oh. Is she going too?
No. She's in Kentucky. I'm going to take this movie back to Kentucky to show her.
Oh.
So that way it'll be like she's visiting with you.
I wish we could have a reunion to have every single one there.
I know. Wouldn't that be
There's always
wonderful?
some that
Everybody lives so...
My mother had a reunion way back when I was, real young anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the only one that didn't come of her family and everybody else? Vera, my sister Vera.
Where was she living?
She had to work. No.
Oh, she just had to work.
She had to work. This
Oh.
woman worked and Vera took care of the kids daytime.
Yep.
And so she was the only one that couldn't go.
Yep. Did you ever have a job?
Did I ever have a job?
Yeah, I mean, did you work outside the home?
Ever since I was 9 years old.
Like going to people's houses and helping?
I went to people's houses and lived and went to school.
Oh, and stayed with them while you went?
Stayed with them just if I lived there.
What'd you do, like housework?
But I didn't eat with them. I had to go and sit out the front porch till they got through eating, then I went in and ate.
How come?
Well, they didn't want me to. The only meal I had with the kids was on Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm. Did you babysit their kids?
Everything.
Oh.
I lived there. They'd go out at night, though, and I just met Dad. And we'd sneak him in, and he'd bring a couple of fellas of his own, you know, and the girl that lived there was 1 year younger than I was, so she was 12 and I was 13.
Uh-huh.
And we'd just talk and have fun, you know. And we heard the doorbell one night. And it was her sister came up down below the street to check on us, see, because I was only 13.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't trust me with the kids. So.
Did you ever get caught sneaking the boys in?
Oh, all the time, I think. I'll tell you how they did it. I went there and lived, see, up on State Street, Jewish people. And she would call my mother and tell me where I was going. And my mother would call her and tell her if I kept... They were right on that phone all the time.
Yep.
So they knew every single thing I did. I didn't do anything, but I mean, you know.
Yep.
If I did.
If you did, they knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you knew Grandpa when you were real little? How old were you when you met Grandpa?
13.
When did you start being boyfriend and girlfriend?
Well, probably right then. I was so crazy about him, I thought I'd die. If I didn't... no, I didn't. Well, I don't know. I couldn't go out.
Right.
So, well, I had him as as a boyfriend. They were coming out of the drugstore. We lived up three flights in
In a
an
building.
apartment
Yep.
house, and across the street was a drugstore. These two boys come out of the drugstore door, and I was talking to my sister Jane downstairs in the hall. She said, "Look at those two kids, aren't they good looking?" I looked and I saw Dad. I said, "Yeah, I'll pick that one. You can have the other one." I was 13. So Saturday, it was New Year's Day. Now, New Year's was the night before, and I was working to Baker's on State Street, and I had to be 12 then, and they were going to go to a party that night, New Year's night.
The Bakers?
The Bakers. And she said, I said to Dad, I knew him over the phone for a long time. We talked on the phone.
Right.
And I didn't know who he was. He didn't know me, nothing. And so I told him, I said, if the light's on, they're there. If the light's off, they're not. So we lived right on the corner and stayed in one of those side streets, way out by the park. So over they came, and he had a boy with him. Well, this girl that lived in there was only 12 years old, but she was big. I mean, she was a big girl.
Right.
She looked 14, 15. So we had him in the house. But we told, there was an 8-year-old boy lived there too, but he had gone up the park on the where you slide downhill.
Right.
Where his mother told him never to do that. He was only 8 years old.
Oh, so he was doing something wrong too.
So we had that on him if he told on us. So I went with him from New Year's Day because I went outdoors to slide downhill with the rest of the kids. And this fella came up to me and he said, "You leave Don Boyer alone." I looked at him. I didn't know what Don looked like. I said, "Are you Don Boyer?" "No." But he said, "I'm his friend." He said, "You leave him alone." He was kidding, see. That was the first. So then that night, they came up to Baker's and stood across the street on the sidewalk where the street lights shone on them. And that's the only time I had a good look at him. Then, see, that's the way it started.
And he was nice looking.
Well, I was crazy about him over the phone. We told each other we loved each other over the phone.
And you hadn't even met him?
I never saw him. No. That's a storybook. No, but then New Year's Day, I told them when they would be gone to whatever they were going to do.
Right.
And they came in the house that night. Well, up came her sister from down the street because she was supposed to watch us, see. And I was only 13. And so we didn't know what to do about that, see. So they stayed out on the sidewalk across the street and let the street light know that they were there. So they couldn't see us that night.
Yep.
But anyway, I don't know how it was, but New Year's Day, it was New Year's Day, I was out on the sliding hill, right, right across the street from our house.
Right.
And this girl came up to me, she says, "You leave Don Boyer alone."
Did she like him?
No. She was just a friend of his, the bunch.
Right.
And I said, "Are you Don Boyer?" And she said, "No, I'm not Don Boyer." I didn't even know what he looked like. But I was madly in love with him. And I worshipped him. My mother wondered about that because I was only 13.
But you knew he was yours.
I wouldn't look at anybody else after that until I was 20. and it's funny.
Were you 20 when you got married?
No, I was 18.
18 when you got married.
He was 21.
He was 21. Your mother wouldn't sign for you to get married?
No. No, she didn't. She said she would if she had to, but she didn't have to. She meant if anything happened to me. But she was scared to death if something had happened, you know. But nothing happened. He was a perfect gentleman.
Well, good.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good.
He was brought up the same way I was.
You didn't do that
You
stuff.
don't make mistakes till you're married, and then you make them all you want.